I lost my place.
Take my coat.
For the crown!
Thank you for your support.
Not long ago, on a night both grim and gruesome, there was a gathering of the world's most famous detectives, who by chance were also the world's most duplicitous murderers. They had devised a unique competition where they earned points for solving crimes and points for committing them. Each detective was equipped with 2 murder weapons. Look at the prompt on your device to see the first one you'll draw. But take heed, as a murderer you also have a calling card, a letter from your own name that you must include in your drawings. Do your best to hide the letter as part of the image, like so. If your calling card is too obvious, your fellow detectives may spot it and trace the weapon back to you. Draw 2 weapons and hide your calling card now. By the way, if you've played before, you can turn off tutorials in the settings menu. I promise not to take it personally. If you're still on your first weapon, it's about time to move on to your second.
Oh!
Excellent.
Perfect.
Finish up before time runs out.
See to it.
Each detective was aided by a secret accomplice disguised as a fellow party guest. Use your device to give your guest a name. Any clever moniker will do, but don't leave any clues to your own identity.
As you were.
Fine.
Dandy.
Perfect, and not a moment too soon.
Everyone, your attention please. Please welcome our honorees for the evening, the world's greatest detectives.
Poor thing, he's got no idea what you're up to.
I'm your host, Lord Tippett. I'm a great fan. Oh, you brought gifts. You can set them down anywhere.
Looks like one of your drawings is out in the open, just as well. These gifts represent every type of weapon you'll see this evening, and no detective draws the same weapon twice.
Oh, and let's have a warm welcome for your esteemed guests. Wonderful. Now, let's just... Oh no. I knew this newfangled electricity was a passing fad. At least with you all around, we can be sure there won't be any foul play.
Oh, I wouldn't be so sure. Time for the fun part. Choose a guest to murder on your device. Then guess which detective brought them to the ball. Use your knowledge of what your fellow detectives may have written, or simply take a stab in the dark. If you're the first to figure out who brought a guest, your murder is successful.
Oh good. The amberic lights have... Holy cats! 4 of our guests have been murdered.
Each murder earns the perpetrator a secret point. And the longer you get away with it, the more you can earn.
Well, at least we have the world's greatest detectives here to solve these crimes. To the crime board! Aha! We found the murder weapons. Let's start with just 2 of these despicable doodads. If we look carefully, we can tell how many vicious attempts were made on each guest's life.
And if you brought one of these guests, each of those attempts earns you points.
This is odd. If I didn't know better, I'd say these weapons are the same as some of the gifts you all brought.
Imagine that.
Unfortunately, we really only have time to solve one of these cases.
That means the other murderer will get away, for now.
Examine the evidence and talk through your theories. Choose the case you have the best chance of solving.
Oh, interesting.
Here.
All right.
My word.
Yes, yes.
Aha!
At once.
Come now.
Excellent. We have our case. You there. Since you brought this guest, I'm letting you borrow my lucky magnifying glass. Use your device to move it over the evidence for a closer look. Now, everyone hurry and vote for who murdered this guest.
I see.
Aha.
forget you can use the magnifying glass to highlight what
Let's
you
continue.
found for your fellow detectives.
Make haste.
You're accusing one of your colleagues? Fess up, detective. Are you innocent or guilty of this crime? Caught red-handed. As punishment, I'm putting you in a timeout until you learn to stop murdering. Great work solving that case. I'm keeping track of who votes for the guilty party and awarding each of you points when you're right, even when the rest of the group gets it wrong. There's one last pair of murders to investigate. I wish there was something I could do for those of you who brought these guests.
I'm sure there's something I can do.
All right, thinking caps on.
And if you're a murderer, deflect suspicion onto the other case. Your life depends on it, or at least your sterling reputation.
Let's see. What's this?
Well then,
Fascinating.
come now.
Oh,
I'll clean this up.
hurry.
Since you brought this guest, you'll get control of the magnifying glass. Don't break it. It's technically my dad's. I wish I had any idea who the murderer is.
Well, we can eliminate one suspect. Their drawing for this weapon is right in front of us.
There.
My.
Let's see.
My.
Let's see.
We're having fun.
Let's see.
My.
Let's see.
My.
Let's see.
My.
Let's see.
My.
If the room is voting to condemn you, now's your last chance to
let's see.
convince.
What do you have to say for yourself? I would call the police, but the storm took out the landline, and I threw my mobile at a rude swan. As for the murders we didn't get to, I promise we'll get to it later. Now on to the... Oh, barleycorn!
It looks like we're running low on weapons and guests. Draw 2 more weapons using the prompts on your device. You'll be hiding the same letter, but it may look a bit different than before. You've used half your time. Don't forget, you have 2 drawings to finish. Time's nearly up. Don't blame me if you don't finish.
First rate.
It's done.
Now enter a name for your new accomplice. Remember, an accomplice that no one tries to murder doesn't do you any good. Give them a name that stands out.
Yes.
Indeed.
There you are. As you were.
Nicely done.
Did I hear the door? I think we have some newcomers. Please join me in welcoming our new guests. And just in time for the next dance. Oh my.